although I'm half Italian, that was the first time I really was ever around white kids. So it was a real culture shock. And, you know, as we talked about before we got going, my parents were in the drug game, but I called them kind of functioning drug addicts because we never went without. We were always fed, we were always clothed, bathed, you know, ready for school. But they always wanted to put me in the white schools. So that was my first real taste of racism, was when I got to Sacramento in like 88, 89, second, third grade. It was a shock because I didn't understand like why these kids don't fuck with me. Why won't they let me play basketball or kickball or football or nothing? And, you know, as a child, that it's kind of hard to digest. But, you know, my dad's take was, you know, if they call you nigger, fight them. See, my parents and friends, their friends do it right in front of us.
Oh,
you know what I mean? I remember that we used to live maybe 3 doors down from a little friend of mine, and both our parents were into it. And him and his sister literally pulled a big old plate of cocaine off the dresser drawer or dresser top, knocked it on the carpet, and started eating it.
Oh, shit.
And we're maybe 5 at this time.
Wow.
Maybe 6.
Wow.
And both of them kind of just fall down and start foaming out the mouth. So I run from their place to my parents' house and tell them like, hey, like, I don't know what's going on, but they did something. And luckily, you know, they were rushed to the hospital and okay. But like, it was really, you know, my parents didn't hide it. At 14 was the first time I smoked weed, and I stole it from my dad and got a fucked up headache, but I wasn't no quitter.
Was it that Reggie, that backyard
shit? It was probably some bullshit. Yeah, it was probably some bullshit.
The seeds popping and shit.
So you know, I wasn't a quitter. After that, I ended up with some good tree and really been, you know, a cannabis smoker since 94.
Did you ever feel this pressure, you know, being that you're not enough of this, not enough of that, and you're in the middle? Like, what was that fight?
Biracial is a cold game that no one really talks about because, I mean, it's really common now. I mean, we're a melting pot now, but in the 80s, first of all, my dad told me he was always fighting because the white men didn't like him with my mom. So my dad was scrapping every time he went out from that kind of standpoint. But like you said, I think you said it perfect. When you're biracial, you're not white enough and you're not black enough. So I was literally fighting my AAU teammates, which was black, because they would call me white boys, and then the white people would call me nigger. So it was just a constant fight to acceptance. And I was always still am very proud of being biracial. And during my suspension, the KKK comes up to my high school and vandalizes my high school from head to toe, burned down a bathroom, hung a mannequin from a noose in the oak tree in front with my football jersey on it with die nigger, swastikas everywhere. From there, they put a green light on me.
Yeah.
So, you know, we had to move to another city and had 24-hour security for about 2 or 3 weeks, and
that's
everything,
deep.
Everything kind of died down after that. But that's when I realized, like, damn, they don't look at me as biracial. They don't look at me like, they look at me as a black man. You know, it was crazy. So, funny story. So when I got to UCLA, I didn't know P was a hooper.
Yeah.
And P used to try to, like, maybe because I was light skinned with good hair, he used to try to like target me. And it broke my heart because I had to call my homeboys one time, like, man, you'll never guess who's up here hooping. And I'm talking about Kobe was up there, Paul Pierce was up there, Shaq was up there. Yeah. It's like, motherfucking Master P is up here hooping right now, but I might have to fight him because he kept trying to punk me.
Your walk was not easy.
Nah, it wasn't that. It wasn't easy. I got
you
cut.
Went to the D-League, all of that shit.
D-League, and then I played in the ABA or ABL, where I played with Dennis Rodman for like 2 weeks. And then I got called up to the Clippers. And then from there, it was, you know, I had a nice run. But even my first 4 years, I really didn't get a chance to play. And I was debating, contemplating on, you know, I had my agent at the time had lined up private workouts with an NFL team. So I was thinking about, like, shit, I gave myself this one last year in the summer of 2006 that if I don't make a team this year, I'm going to try to play football. And, you know, luckily I made that Golden State Warriors team in 2006, 2007, and we made NBA history. And after that, I was kind of a fixture in the league. But it was a tough start, you know, for me to get going.
I'm holding court, standing trial. Why ain't I see you round back when I was down? Karma's on the way. What goes around comes around. Karma's on the way. There's nothing you could do now. You gotta pay.